it's Shell from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is part of the Card Hoppin' August event for the Handmade Happiness Facebook group. The theme is stripes and the technique is either rub-ons or stickers. And this is the card that we're going to make. I chose to do some stenciling. I found this stencil in my stash. This is from a Heidi Swapp stencil set, and it also came with a rose floral stencil as well as some leaves. But I just was going to use this stripe stencil. And I used 3 colors of Distress Oxide: Tumbled Glass, Salty Ocean, and Chipped Sapphire. And the reason that I picked those blue and blue-purple colors is because I picked the rub-ons first. I don't have many. I actually only have rub-ons from this kit that I had from Hero Arts. And I do have some stickers, but they're upstairs in a box from when I redid my craft room and I never brought them back downstairs. Obviously, it's stuff that's up there that I don't use a lot. So stickers and rub-ons are definitely things that I do not use. So this was definitely a challenge for me. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going back and forth and blending the Distress Oxide colors. I am using that, it was just a scrap piece of cardstock. And I believe it was from the Astro Brights pack that I got from Target that I said I didn't really love. It's a Nina one, and it was fairly inexpensive at Target, so I picked it up. Just didn't know how it was going to be. I apologize that you do see Lucy's tail on the screen. She is sitting up on my desk with me. She's been up here for a little while trying to avoid the boys and staying close to me, so we're just trying to keep her happy. She's been, she came all the way downstairs, so, just trying to make her comfortable while she's down here. So you will see her tail throughout some of the video. I do have to keep moving it. So going back and forth, like I said, blending these colors in. This paper does not blend very well together. It doesn't take inks very nicely. It stamps okay, and I would probably just use colored pencils. Definitely don't use Copics on it. But the ink, it just kind of takes a little bit more oomph to go ahead and get the colors to blend. This piece is larger and I will cut it down. I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. I don't know how large it was when I started off. It was just a scrap that I had over in my bin. So again, here is what it's going to look like with those 4 stripes on there, the 4 colored stripes, and then the I think it's 3 white stripes. So once I go ahead and cut that down, we are going to go ahead and start with the other part of the rub-on part. So I found a scrap piece of white cardstock and from my bin, and I took 3 of those butterflies. You can see that light blue, the one that's more of a medium tone blue, and then a blue, black, and purple one, which is why I chose Chipped Sapphire, because Chipped Sapphire has that little bit of purple in it. And you can see from that background paper that I did not get very clean lines. There's a little bit of the ink kind of, on the background in spots that it shouldn't have been on, but that's totally fine. So to use rub-ons, you are going to take the backer paper off of it, place them onto the paper that you want to put the rub-on on, and then this rub-on stick set came with this little popsicle stick. Just run it over all of the images and then peel the clear part off of it. So the nice thing about this set was that these actually have dies that go with them, so they cut some embossing lines in there as well as cut out the actual image. So once I'm done rubbing all of those ones on there, I'm going to go back through my kit and go ahead and find the coordinating dies and attach them to that and run them through my die cut machine. So while you're watching me do those next couple of steps, I thought I would tell you a little bit about Handmade Happiness. We are a group of crafters that come together once a month and have a theme and techniques that you can choose from. So there's usually 2 techniques and 1 theme, and we create projects. Not everybody does cards every month, and there's probably about maybe 15-ish people that are in the hop. It is a hashtag driven hop, so please click on the hashtag in the title of the video. I do believe that some people will have a lineup order in theirs, and if we have one, I will post it below in the description box. YouTube has been doing a funny kind of thing with their algorithm. I think they figured out that a lot of people were using hashtags, and they'll sometimes place random videos in the middle of our hop order that have nothing to do with the hop. So if that happens, just scroll down a little bit further and you will see everybody's videos. So now that I've cut these out with the embossing marks on it, I'm going to go ahead and glue them on to the card front, which again measures 4 by 5 1/4. I'm also going to use one of the sentiments from that stamp set. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to stamp it in blue, if I wanted to stamp it in black. And I think the black just makes it stand out a little bit. And you can see Lucy's shadow on the very left-hand side. Sorry, the lighting is not the best in this. If you guys don't know, if this is the first time you've watched my videos, Lucy turned 20 at the beginning of the month. She's had a really rough year. We lost her brother, who also would have been 20 at the beginning of the month, on Super Bowl Sunday. And you can see her ear there. We just let her kind of do, what she wants. And then I fostered 3 kittens this year. And I adopted 2 of them. So now she has 2 brothers, which sometimes she loves, sometimes she doesn't. It just depends on how annoying they're being. So, we just kind of let her be. And if she's in my videos, she's in my videos. So I try to do my best to craft around her. Okay, so now back to the video. I am using new glue to me. It's called Bearly Arts. It's fairly popular, and I'm actually really liking it because it does have a very fine tip, so you can get into little areas with this glue, and it doesn't put out a ton of glue. So after those ones are glued on, I'm going to go back to the rub-ons because the sentiment says, "May your dreams be your wings." And I just thought that there were some cute little stars in there that would look nice for it. So I'm going to add 3 stars, 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom, and then 1 to the middle, I believe. This, I'm going to do the same exact thing as I did before, except I'm not going to go ahead and put them onto a piece of paper and cut them out. I'm going to place them onto the background itself. Now here I had a little bit of trouble getting the star fully on there. I didn't rub on the very right-hand side, I guess, and didn't get the point of the star. Very easy to line back up and then just go ahead and rub right over it, and you would never be able to know the difference if you didn't see me making that mistake. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing with stars 2 and 3. And then once that is done, I am going to get ready to attach it to a card base. It's one that I made from some blue cardstock. It measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, using that same Bearly Arts glue to go ahead and attach it to that card base. And then that will be the card for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. Make sure that you comment and subscribe and hop along with everybody that is participating in this monthly hop. And I'll see you again real soon for another video. Bye!